what's going on, everybody? I've been having a lot of trouble out of this voiceover, so I hope it's coming through this time. This chart right here is showing you is the outflow chart, what they're letting out, and this is 48 hours. So I took away the 14-day compacted, scribbled up, can't read, and turned it into a 48-hour chart. It's a lot more easier for you to understand, and it only goes from 9,300 and 9,900. It has a 600-foot range as far as how much they're letting out. So, and basically on average, they're letting out 9,600. It's between 300 and 900. Now, the inflow, that's a totally different thing. You've got a massive spike in your inflow. That first half of the chart is the 24 hours for the 15th. And the second half is the 24 hours for the 16th. What I'm calling it. This is a 48 hours, or the second half is the last 24 hours. And you see, it hasn't fluctuated any more than 600 cubic foot a second. That's all this chart right here does. That's its max. This one is a 7,000 foot spread from the bottom of 9,500, and the top is the top has 16,500, and it actually went above that top line, 16,558 at midnight your time last night. So I guess that would be your time about, I'm not going to try to configure up the time of day for when how many hours ago that was, because it's 8 o'clock here, so I believe it's 4 in the morning. So that was 4 hours ago it peaked, and then it dropped down to 13,500, 13,750, somewhere in there. It's in between the line, right there. So it's in between 13,500 and 14,000 is what it dropped down to, but it went back up to 15,500, and at midnight it peaked at 16,582. I've been having a lot of trouble. When I started making this video for y'all, it was 7 o'clock my time, and it's 7:53. And that's when I started actually recording my voice. This voiceover is not working. I need y'all to help me out with something. Alright, this chart, they update pieces of it, and sometimes they don't, but they're not showing any rainfall increases. I'm going to be getting over to that in a second. See this 1.16? I just assumed earlier that it was the rainfall inches. It's saying 0.000, and then y'all got rainfall, and now it's saying 1.16. Does anybody know, did y'all get 1 inch of rain in Oroville? It's just a lot of rain. Is that how much y'all got? Because believe it or not, 420 was the last time they reported an increase. See, it's 42.63, and that 42.63 changed actually on 420, believe it or not. It's odd than that, 420, but that what is it, PPT, next to the rainfall, and let me know what that is. I'm gonna look at it real quick and let y'all know exactly what it is. It's a PPT INC inches. PPT INC inches. Is that your precipitation for Oroville? It's the Oroville chart that's showing or not showing the rainfall. But really, the main thing is this right here. When I first come on, they hadn't updated it since 7 o'clock yesterday, last night, and I knew that it was due to have been updated, and it said 0.32, I'm pretty sure 0.3289, 0.32, and that was 7 o'clock your time last night. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 8 hours. It jumped from 10,000 to 17,000 inflow, and they didn't open the gates because you could see right here, this is their outflow, and this is a 48-hour chart, so they didn't open any gates. I don't have to go and look and see if they did, because this is their total outflows. This is from the high power, this is from streams, this is from spillways or whatever, and they didn't increase it, so the gates are still most definitely closed. But as you see, 10,500, that was y'all's limit, for the last 48 hours. That was y'all's average, not limit. And then, I don't know, sometime in the last, I would say 12 hours, 12 to 18 hours, it started skyrocketing from 10,500 up to from 13. That's 15,000 is the latest. So an hour ago, y'all were at 15,000 cubic foot a second coming in. That's 5,500 or so more than they're letting out. And midnight y'all's time is marked off as the max period, so it peaked at midnight your time. And I don't know why I went back to this chart, but that right there is something I want y'all to let me know about. PPT INC inches. Is that your rainfall for yesterday? And here I'm showing you the last one was on 420. There's 420. I'm gonna follow it over. I just woke up when I made this video, and it took me an hour to get this recording to come on here right. So I'm glad y'all can bear with me. I don't have a microphone, and I just now looked into that yesterday. I'll have one in a couple days. Y'all be able to hear me a lot better. I don't know if some of y'all might not like that because of my deep voice, but anyway, you definitely got a 0.32 or 0.24 rise since 7 o'clock your time till right now, which I'm guessing is about 4 in the morning. And during this time, your inflows most definitely increased. I mean, y'all see it right there. That is the 15th is the first half of the chart. That's the 15th right there. And here's from the 15th over, and I mean I can't call how many hours that is, but that's one little slice, and I mean you could probably count those, each line, vertical line going up and down as 6 hour periods. So it went from 10,000 to 16,000 in a 6 hour period. So that's a lot, And I want y'all to really, really see this. they change these. They leave them the same and leave them packed up in the 14-day counters. I've stretched this out by making it a 2-day chart instead of a 14-day chart, and it really lets you see what's happened in the last 2 days, and that's yesterday and today. So just bear in mind that this is increased a lot. The inflow has went up 7,000, and the outflow has not been touched. They haven't opened those gates, so just bear that in mind.